Chavez Jr. Is finally starting to take on some name opposition. And now that he has the WBC middleweight belt, he doesn't have a choice. This has been 8 years in the making, but we have to cut him some slack because he started when he was 17. He's just come off a victory over a title-winning victory over Sebastian Zibic, which was a controversial decision. A lot of fans thought he lost that fight, even Chavez's own countrymen. I thought he eked out the decision. He was the aggressor throughout, and he doesn't seem to get credit from the fans for his work to the body in that fight. Zibic only fought in spurts. Chavez Jr. buried his head in Zibic's chest and shoe-shined away, and he took it. I don't see it as being a robbery at all. It was a very close fight, but not a robbery. It is clear that promoter Bob Arum would like to have Chavez Jr. face off against Sal El Canelo Alvarez. That would be a big bucks pay-per-view. So can Chavez Jr. get past Peter Manfredo? On paper, Manfredo Jr. Looks to be the type of fighter who could give Chavez Jr. a lot of trouble. He's shifty, he's clever, he throws a good chopping right hand, and he has tons of experience. Manfredo Jr. easily outpointed Matt Vanda, who Chavez Jr. had so much trouble with about 3 years ago. So theoretically, this is an even matchup. Zibic, however, was certainly a tougher test than Manfredo, and at the very least, Chavez Jr. held his own in that one. And if you look at Manfredo's record, he's had these highlight reel knockdowns, basically, of mediocre opposition, and he has never defeated a contender. He's had big fights, and he's lost them all. So I see this as a distance fight, and I see it as Chavez Jr.'s fight to lose. I think he will do enough to win this fight. There's always the possibility of him having a lapse in concentration, as he seems to be inconsistent with his performances, and that's his primary weakness, are his mental lapses. He has to. He needs somebody to light a fire underneath him. So I think that if he has trouble against Manfredo, being that this fight is in he'll have a partisan crowd in Texas, so I think he'll if he has any trouble, he'll just turn it up like he did against Zibic in those final 3 rounds. Turn it up and win another decision if he has any rough spots against Manfredo. So this fight will basically a setup for him against El Canelo Alvarez. So this is Chavez by decision.